احلى مسا على الناس كلها، كل الناس اللي بتحب الجيمز. انا ايجو في قناة آه، لا لا احلى مسا على الناس كلها، كل الناس اللي بتحب الالعاب. انا ايجو في قناة ماد راكون اي جي. ان شاء الله هنلعب فيفا، يا رب اكون خفيف عليكم. ده صديقي باتمان هيلعب معانا. ان شاء الله هنقدم حاجة هتعجبكم. يلا نلعب. نلعب فوت شامبيون. يا رب استر يا رب. اسكو بنزل نص ملعب وانسيني وكليني.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we're ready to usher in the Champions playoffs. It's Hardly Athletic up against the Dream Destroyers.
Well, Derek, we've got two teams full of quality, both desperate for a win today. This should be a really good game.
And a timely intervention. A look at the starting 11 for Hardly Athletic. Peter Schmeichel begins in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold plays with Alex Telles in the wide defence.
What a chance this is, Derek.
And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Isco. Determined defending. Excellent defending. Bale. I'm giving the ball away. It is to be a throw-in. And plenty of room in the wide area. Isco. Well read to put an end to that attack. Well, hardly couldn't hang on to it. Course. Insigne. Great opportunity. Something to worry about here. It's got to be. Well, the chance looked to be on, but found himself offside. Bale. And it's there for Gareth Bale. That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
And over it comes. Well, nothing productive, really. Great pressure to win the ball back. And foiled only by the crossbar. Virgil van Dijk. And intercepting it. Promising attack this. Bale.
على مين هو؟
Not to be advised giving the ball away there.
يلا أبو شباب.
JJ Okocha. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Gareth Bale. Navas. Delivering it into the box. Ah, goalkeeper's ball. Not the best of crosses, really, was it?
بص الولد بيعمل ايه والنبي.
And this situation could be dangerous. Bale. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Roberto Baggio. Okocha. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Baggio. Interception to snuff out the danger. Okocha. Oh, in with a chance. And it's a goal. Level again. What a match this is turning out to be. So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Rodri. Intelligent threaded pass here. Well, getting in the way. Superb save. And he's fired over the corner. The clearance wasn't decisive. Went in strongly, decisively. Not an especially strong challenge. Excellent save from Thibaut Courtois. In towards Salah. Not the best clearance. He's got it, found the net. Brilliant piece of finishing. Magnificent goal. So on with the game, and the onus is on the destroyers to come up with an answer here. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Okocha. And they will be awarded a free kick for that.
يلا نجرب نشوف.
Well, any goalkeeper would be disappointed if he didn't save that. And the Dream Destroyers now in potentially a dangerous position. And he might be through here. And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. No pressure whatsoever on the keeper. And now waiting to pounce. Promising avenue of attack comes to an end. Keeper's in trouble. Oh, a goal! And a moment the goalkeeper would like to forget all about. Underway again with the score at 3-1. Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. But he's decided that no advantage was forthcoming, really, and so it's a free kick. Course. Now Insigne. Clean challenge. Could reduce the deficit. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Vardy. Baggio. And dispossessed. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. The first half here comes to an end.
حبيبي حمادة
Well, they get the ball rolling again, and the Dream Destroyers know they need to raise their game here. Crisp tackling. Insigne. Well, this would help them get back into the game. And a goal! Not over just yet. So the action continues. The Dream Destroyers still trailing, but the belief is back. Well, maybe attacking possibilities for Hardly Athletic. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Baggio. On and on he goes. Rodri. And an astute piece of defending. Can they hit on the break? Defenders need to cover. And a goal! My goodness, they've changed the course of this game. Level now. So the ball rolling again at 3-3. Fine teamwork to win it back. Kevin De Bruyne can keep the ball.
Well, it's been such a good game so far. Chances and goals at both ends, and all played at a great tempo. It's certainly been a good watch.
Bale looking purposeful, getting into that advanced position. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Not the pass he had in mind. Over the touchline for a throw-in. So half an hour remaining. Out of play it goes, and it will be a throw-in. Okocha. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Chance to take the lead. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Okocha. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here. Well, how about this? 4-3. An effective challenge. Insigne. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. And back with Insigne. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Excellent block. And a fine stop to turn the ball away.
Well, that save just about keeps them in this, but they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
Oh, Stuart, they might be onto something, and still a chance. Well, they survived the attack. De Bruyne. Loves to attack from the wide areas. High quality defending. What a shocking pass, really. Now, what can Hardly do from here? Fed over towards the back post. And the problem not completely solved. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Counter-attacking very much an option. Bale. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Vardy. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. Vardy. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Baggio. Well, he really read that brilliantly. They're getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Oh, a goal! That levels it in the closing phase of this game. Neither side shy about shooting in this match. How can they nudge in front late on here? But nothing comes of it.
دي بروين مش قادر يجري اصلا.
Bale has given us away. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Can he convert? No way through. And he saw the situation developing. A danger here as he runs at them. Pulls it back. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Can he play it in? Must take the lead here. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Well, that's it for the 90 minutes, but this is not over, and two 15-minute periods of extra time to come.
طلع مجرم. طلع بقى دي بروين بقى عشان دي بروين. شكرا لمجهوداتك. نزل بقى يا لاسكي. هكسبك اقسم بالله. ان شاء الله ان شاء الله هكسبك.
So away they go again, the first period of extra time, and it's legitimate to ask to what extent mental strength will come into this. Looking forward to it. Isco. Jesus Navas now, and they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Chance maybe. And I think the threat has been averted. Beautifully disguised ball. Keeper getting the touch. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? They need to get bodies back. Cole. Insigne. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. And Destroyers had it back. Isco. Well, the Destroyers couldn't hang on to it. Isco has it. Navas. And a wretched cross, really, over everyone. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Still passing it around with a... And he might be through here. Well, up a cul-de-sac in terms of the attack. Nicely cut out. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Well, clearly in the mood to make it a double, but fine goalkeeping.
Well, he's playing really well today. That was another decent attempt.
Possession one. And the first period of extra time comes to an end. Still level here.
والله الكرة الأخيرة دي حرام. أطلعك طيب لسه منزلك يا ابني. دي كرة تضيعها يا نهار اسود. دي كرة تضيعها.
Well, underway again, the second period of extra time. Who's going to prevail here? Well read to put an end to that attack.
تعالوا في رجله يا ابني.
Over the touchline for a throw-in. Rodri. Okocha. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent.
ده رئيس محمد هنيدي.
Lozano.
بيرقص شبه محمد هنيدي.
And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. A top save, and that keeps it all square.
Well, you're right, Derek, a top-class save, and such an important one as well. That surely would have been it had it gone in.
Isco.
تعمل ايه يعني؟ يا ابني بقى ارحمني هطلعك.
Spinazzola. Can they forge ahead?
لا لا لا.
Oh, a tremendous block.
الجوان دي.
And the teams are
عايز
level,
يكسب بجون كده.
and every corner counts at this juncture. Goalkeeper's ball, it was always going to be that way.
يلا بقى. روح يا باشا.
Fangio.
Well, I have to say, these fans are doing everything to drive their team forward here.
فاول حكم والله العظيم فاول ضربه.
This might be ideal for the counter. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Must take the lead here, and they do. And with so little time left, that will surely be decisive. Astonishing drama. And I must say, I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4.
يا عم ارجع من الاوفسايد يا عم.
And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up.
And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, I thought it was a really intense game. Lots of quality, lots of good individual displays, but in the end they will not be happy with the defeat and the manner of it.
بعد كل ده خسرت الماتش. بص بص عاجبك كده. ايوه بقى الناس بدأت تيجي اهي. حمدي عبد الكريم، احلى مسا عليك يا حمدي. وبوب، عايش يا بوب. البوب ده من غيره ما كناش عملنا حاجه يا جماعه. واحلى تحيه للبوب عمرو الفيل. عمرو الفيل. ماشي يا حمدي، نعلي صوتي شويه. مش هتكسب يا حمدي لو انت لعبت، ولا انا كسبت برضو. حبيبي يا بوب. خسرنا اول ماتش، بس حرام والله نخسر. مش هيكسبني يا عمرو، انا اصلا كنت بكسبه. محدش عايز يلعبني. ليفاندوفسكي ونيمار شغال. هنكسب ان شاء الله، ان شاء الله نكسب.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And what we have on the menu is Champions Playoffs action. It's hardly athletic versus the biggest snakes out there.
Well, I think this should be a close game today, Derek. Yes,
they
didn't play well last time out, but they're a much better team than they showed in that match.
See some progress with the ball at his feet. It should be. Superb
Alhamdulillah.
Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Robertson. And possession lost by Snakes. A look at the starting 11 for Hardly Athletic. Peter Schmeichel begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Alessandro Nesta. And still an opportunity. Danger averted for now.
أنا مش لاقي كلام أقوله أكوش.
Well, so close to seeing an early goal here. It's a great save, you have to say.
And given away.
اخلص بقى.
Now Lewandowski carries the ball forward, but can he produce? And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Plenty of running room in the wide position. Clean challenge.
نلعب بجد والله.
Applying vigorous pressure. Well, just a whisker wide of the post. Not a bad effort at all.
اصحى معايا أكتر بقى.
Lewandowski. On to Silas. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Alex Telles has it. Dangerous looking through ball.
يا نهار اسود. أكسر دماغ أمك.
So well there. It's a great piece of skill and it probably deserved a goal.
Silas. Now with Silas. Surely.
أحسن. أحسن يا أكوشة يا ابني.
So on they go again, disappointed to have conceded. How will Hardly Athletic respond? Lewandowski on the offensive. But they took care of the situation defensively. Okocha. This could square the game.
أيوة بقى.
And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Successfully cut out.
تعبها الكورة.
Robertson. Well, the chance looked to be on, but found himself offside. De Bruyne. Okocha has it. Okocha. But nothing comes of it. Lewandowski. On to Silas. It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski, and he has teammates.
لا حرام 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 حرام. هيكسب برضه عمرو. لا هكسب عمرو. هكسب عمرو، المفروض تشجعني، انا صاحبك.
Lead again, fully deserved. And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. It has gone
خلاص
over the
يا
touchline for what will be a throw-in.
ايه ده؟
Kevin De Bruyne. Okocha. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Oh, a good diving
جدع بقى.
save. And now the delivery. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Now, what can Hardley do from here? Big chance to get them on terms. Well,
Ish.
negligent in front of goal. No two ways about that. An example of how to
اقطع بقى،
press.
اقطع اقطع يلا.
Fabinho. Neymar. Really good interception. Okocha. Okocha. Terrific block. Good pressure high up the pitch.
مش فاهمني خالص اوكوشي.
Baggio. Okocha. Can he finish? And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. Who can he pick out? Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Oh, a fine block. Brilliant save.
تاري على الجون يا ابني.
Played over. And no nonsense defensive clearance.
ما هو نيستا يعني.
Perfectly positioned to take it away. We're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. This could level it.
في البعيدة صلاح.
With an important save. How important is that?
Well, he should score from there. That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance.
Can he convert? Body on the line. And with that, the first half draws to a close.
شبح عيب عليك يا عمرو، مش بهزر يا عم.
It's fair to say he hasn't had great service, has he?
مفيش حاجة، نشوف كده نشوف كده هنعمل ايه.
And back in business here, the Snakes in front, but still with work to do.
وبعدين يعني
And he's got the
عديت
beating of
يعني
his
وبعدين
opponent.
طيب.
Well, he has cause to be grateful to his teammate.
والله يا نيستا.
Vardy. Rodri. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending.
هاتوها بسرعة بقى، هاتوها بسرعة، هاتوها بسرعة.
Silas. Well, disappointing for the biggest Snakes to give it away like that. And the flag does go up. Must have been tight.
على حتة قد كده. اوفسايد على حتة قد كده.
Lewandowski. Oh, that's a really good run.
يا عم عايز ايه؟
Robertson. Well, nicely cut out. And breaking at pace with menace. Can they keep it going? Well, it petered
زودتها
out.
اوي.
Silas. put it in. Oh, he's found the net, and that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted, and just what they deserve. So back underway at 3-1. Vardy. Rodri. Van Dijk with it. JJ Okocha. Could pull one back here.
حرام عليك والله بعد كل ده تلعبها بالمنظر ده.
Now they've lost it. Encouraging move from hardly athletic. De Bruyne. Baggio. Perfect challenge. Lewandowski. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. He's in behind. Oh, it's cheeky. And danger still. Oh, couldn't beat the goalkeeper. And really should have been able to.
بس الولا ايه بقى.
Lewandowski.
حلوة نست.
Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Baggio. Okocha has it. A very good tackle. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle.
لا 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 يا غبي يا غبي يا غبي.
James Maddison. Good work to regain possession. Roberto Baggio going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Baggio. De Bruyne. An important interception. Baggio.
تعمل ايه يا ابني؟
And he read it well, intercepting it. An unforced error, you've got to say. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Fabinho, no worries for the keeper.
التيكن بقى التيكن.
Rodri. Baggio now. The ball with Rodri. Far from a good pass.
تعتي تعتي. يا نهار اسود.
Silas.
اه يا عم.
Strong but fair tackle.
يا جدعان بس صح بقى.
It might be. And he didn't hesitate. Good thing too.
Well, he's so quick off his line. That's great goalkeeping, you have to say.
روح بقى وكوش.
There's a slide rule pass. Couldn't quite finish.
Well, if they can just get one, it will certainly make it interesting.
Well, nearly there. This game almost over. And looking at the fans, Stuart, they appear to me to be more than a bit gutted.
Well, they've had no defensive game plan today. The forwards haven't pressed the ball. The midfield players have been outnumbered, and there is too much space between the defenders at the back. That's been the problem.
Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away.
ما هو حقه بقى.
Well, that attack going up a dead end.
حقك يا عم
And the
تضيع
keeper
وقت
has
يا
the
عم.
ball. Andrew Robertson. Neymar. Oh, what's he gone and done? An important challenge, but they must remain organised.
ما شاء الله ما كسبناش ولا ماتش. كسبناش ولا ماتش.
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
فين الكومنتات؟ رحت فين يا عمرو؟ ما كسبناش ولا ماتش، ما كسبناش ولا ماتش. هو جايبين باتمان وتعبانين الراجل. اوعى تقع. شوف كنت هتقع. استنى انقذك، استنى. مبسوط كده؟ يا هوبا. فين ايام ليفربول يا هوبا؟ بص بقى، ده جاحد، ده جاحد، ده عنده ايتو ودي بروين ومبابي
Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And what we have on the menu is Champions Playoffs action. It's Hardley Athletic and they take on Juniors.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
A look at the starting 11 for Hardley Athletic. Peter Schmeichel begins in goal. Alessandro Nesta plays alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. Rodri plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And it's two strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. And here's the starting 11 for Juniors. Edwin van der Sar begins between the posts. Joao Cancelo starts with Carlos Alberto.
Oh, what a chance this is, Derek.
Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Well, when Roberto Baggio is on his game, he can be mighty difficult to stop. Stuart, what do you think we might see from him in this one?
Well, Derek, he's a great all-round player, but it's his ability to run in behind defenders that makes him such a threat. And when he gets 1v1 against the goalkeeper, he usually scores.
Ricardo Pereira. Butragueño. Now a decent position.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, the shot more than decent. It had power, just couldn't find the target. Won it back.
عيب صلاح كده. طب هتجري لحد الجون؟
And winning it back.
هيجري لحد الجون.
Roberto Baggio. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball.
الحاج كليني. يا ساتر.
Eto. Good tackle taken away. Rodri. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Eto. Juniors might be able to cash in. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. And diving to thwart him. Well, they're going for the short one. And played in. Danger averted. And blocked for now. Well, a chance here perhaps to invigorate their aerial targets. Trying to deliver it accurately. A decisive clearance it was. Moving forward effectively. Joao Cancelo. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Oh, the threat is there.
يلا صلاح على روح على ترددت كده.
Eto. Well, they've won the ball back quickly.
نطلع الكرة صح.
Oh, a nice looking pass. Full credit, wonderful stop.
حبيبي يا أبو.
And De Bruyne firing it over. Well, nothing untoward happened. Alexander-Arnold. Kevin De Bruyne. This is Salah. Kevin De Bruyne couldn't keep the ball.
Well, the visitors have had most of the ball in the last 15 minutes and have played some really lovely football going forward. They must now make it count and get themselves in front.
El Shaarawy, tremendous block.
بصش مايكل بينط على الفاضي.
Oh, that's magnificent goalkeeping. And now we find out it was offside anyway. De Bruyne. Made it a bit too easy for his opponent, but a good piece of tidying up. Oh, good vision. Well, they had a bit of work to do.
عنده استعداد يجري لحد بكرة. ممكن يقعد يجري طول الماتش. يجري بلاعب واحد كده بالكرة.
Alexander-Arnold. Now Mo Salah. Okocha. Able to deal with the threat.
شمني وخلى بيا دي بروين.
And breaking at pace with menace. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Spot on with that tackle. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Gives it a go.
الحمد
And the
لله.
keeper stretching to deny him. Now sending it in. Well, it came to nothing in the end. The first half here comes to an end.
لوان بانزانجا. شغالة في كل حتة صاحبي.
Well, probably a fair assessment of his first half's work.
يا جدعان عايزين كده. عايزين لعيبة جديدة.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. JJ Okocha. Baggio. Not messing around with that clearance. Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. But he's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Cheers, Jeff. Wonderfully weighted pass. Well, not a great cross, making the goalkeeper's job rather easy. Rodri. Alex Telles has it. And they'll be happy to have regained possession. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Can they create something from here? But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, that's a super ball over the top. The end product just wasn't there. It's with Alex Telles. Baggio. And good work to win it back for juniors. Mbappe. He takes aim. Keeper did his job to begin with. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
Well, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? De Bruyne. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. El Shaarawy. Well, he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Roberto Baggio. Juniors regaining possession. De Bruyne. Butragueño. Well, tremendous block. De Bruyne. Encouraging move from Hardly Athletic. Cuts it back. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Well, racing past his man. Crossing possibilities. And the ball sailing over everyone in the centre. Alert defending. Okocha. Far from a good pass. De Bruyne. Just 15 minutes remaining. Salah. We'll keep... Get on the ground, slightly off target, however. And time for the change now. Eto. Mbappe. Putting his body on the line. El Shaarawy! Oh, and it goes! Sensational strike! And now he deserves to celebrate! Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, strong play to hold the ball up. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Really good high press. Might really be able to trouble them here. And out of play it goes, alas. Virgil van Dijk. Pedri. Couldn't hang on to it. El Shaarawy. Brilliant save.
Well, I think the fans are doing everything they can to get their team back into this. But can they find that moment of inspiration and get an equaliser?
Poor pass under no real pressure. Eto. Mbappe. Moussa Diaby. Could be. And a goal here. There it is. They've done it. Well, a second goal for them here. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. No-nonsense clearance. Body in the way. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before a ball was kicked today. Defeat for them.
Well, Derek, they weren't at their best today, both as individuals and as a team. And they didn't deserve anything from the game. Need a much better display next time out.
Very much the organiser-in-chief, Kevin De Bruyne. What in particular did you see in this match from the talented Belgian? And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And ready to bring you more action from the Champions playoffs. It's County versus Hardley Athletic.
Well, Derek, they were frustrated in their last game, so today they need to put in a good performance and, more importantly, get a good result. Let's hope they put on a show here.
Well, they get the ball once more. And here's how County will line up. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Rafael Varane plays with Giorgio Chiellini in central defence. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. He takes aim. Oh, excellent diving stop. Who's going to get on the end of it? It might be outrageously good piece of defending on the line. And Schmeichel will take that all day long.
Well, they've started the game really brightly, and that was so close to taking the lead.
Sloppy from Hardley. Fred. Well, you can't watch Kevin De Bruyne and not be impressed, I think it's fair to say, Stuart. What in particular do you expect to see from him in this game?
Yeah, he's the club's leading scorer, and he's so difficult to negate. But I'm sure these defenders will have a game plan for him. Whether it works or not, we'll have to wait and see.
County have it back. Fred. Milito. Disappointing for County to give it away in that fashion. And space for the cross. And looking towards the back post. And cleared behind for what is going to be a corner kick. Over it comes. Marvellous anticipation. Oh, that's a goal at the wrong end. Well, it's every defender's nightmare. An own goal here.
Well, here it is again, and he's a bit unfortunate, you have to say. But it will count as an own goal against him, I'm afraid.
Well, an own goal that has left them trailing and flailing. This is looking threatening. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Great opportunity. And a goal! The quick one too! And they've turned this game on its head. Well, a second goal for them here. JJ Okocha, intercepting it intelligently. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Still could be dangerous. Oh, chance taken. There is opportunism for you, but a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, here's the replay, and this is what you're always told as a kid. Go for the far post, make it difficult for the keeper, and then hope your teammate is ready for any rebound. He does exactly that, and they get their reward. What a good goal that was. Well, as you can see, the hosts have controlled the possession, and as a result have dominated the game.
Oh, hang on, Stuart, look at this. Oh, and he puts away the second chance. Goalkeeper error. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Lozano. Can he put it away? He knew he had to make the tackle, and did. Well, a joy to watch. Rodri. Baggio now. It's a good-looking ball from Baggio. And what a magical save it was! Delivering it. Well, no end product. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Did well to win the ball back. Fred. So a throw in here. Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval, and they're not really enjoying this away day, are they? Stuart, your take?
Well, what can you say? This has been a dismal first-half display from them. They've lacked discipline, they've looked disorganised...
Oh, they could be in here, Stuart. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let-up here.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
To say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Roberto Baggio. Oh, breezing past him. And his teammate got him out of trouble. Okocha. Relentless high pressing. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Bad pass. Okocha. De Bruyne. Rodri. Sloppy from Hardley. And breaking at pace with menace. Defenders need to cover. And still looking for space. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Vardy. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason. He's bossing the game, Stuart, and giving the defenders headaches.
Yeah, what a performance.
The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Vieira. A glorious chance. And the challenge, crisp and clean. He made it look simple, really. Could be a chance to break here. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Oh, that is a moment of pure quality. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Promising sequence. Can he play it in? Milito. Will it be? Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance. Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. Oh, good play, this. Milito. Opportunity here. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger.
Well, those stats back up what we've been watching. It's been a really one-sided game, and it's far too easy for them to open up this defence. This could turn into a rout.
Oh, great defending. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Can they keep it going? And a very good challenge. Vieira. Vieira. Milito. And he's through here. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. Marvellous piece of skill. Oh, splendid skill. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, magnificent reaction. And this might not be the ideal situation for them. Terrific save. The delivery from Salah here. Not fantastic defending. Let's see if it helps the opposition. Well, they can keep possession now. Breaking at pace. Lozano. But nothing comes of it. Okocha. Moving forward effectively. Can he take the chance? Not out of the woods yet. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably.
Well, that was a magnificent save. Just how did he keep that out? That's incredible.
Got to it easily, the keeper. Vieira. And that's not going to worry the keeper. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper to avert the danger. Really closing him down here. Oh, good vision. Milito. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. An unforced error, you've got to say. Vardy, he's in here. Oh, and he puts away the second chance, but the goalkeeper angry with himself here. Milito. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Not the pass he had in mind. Fred. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. De Bruyne. Baggio now. Rodri. And that was a very fine read. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. Okocha. Take it away. And they're trying to get right into his face. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Oh, a perfectly timed pass. That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
Let's see about the delivery. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? And he's through. And that will be all for this game anyway. And defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
You're absolutely right, Derek. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition. They were second best in every facet of the game. They need to do a lot of improving before the next time out.
Well, this man has given us plenty of reasons to dwell on his performance. Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson, and ready to bring you more action from the Champions playoff.
Thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
An effective challenge. Two strikers up front who'll look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Baggio. Alexander-Arnold. De Bruyne. And a fine tackle. And play halted, free kick given. Mbappe, an important interception. And the pass could do damage. Can they put it away? Well, it came to nothing in the end.
Well, so close to seeing an early goal here. It's a great save, you have to say.
Baggio. Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. And Neymar. Crossing into the middle. Opportunity missed.
think they've been at it today, but maybe, just maybe, that great save will inspire them now.
Baggio. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee...
الو الو كده صح. انا معرفش. طيب اعمل لك ايه؟ ماشي كويس. يلا جاهزين؟ بيتو يا جماعة، حيوا بيتو. محدش عايز يلا 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 يلا. كوادرادو حبيبي كوادرادو، انا بحب كوادرادو جدا.
Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. My name is Derek Ray and my commentary partner as usual is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from the Champions playoffs. Stuart, what do you expect?
The pace. They need to show a lot more quality today. This should be a good game though.
Baggio. Superb block. De Bruyne with a chance. And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
بيتو
Back
Beto
underway
Akinser.
and 1-0 it is. Let's see what
بس
happens
عمل
next.
تمريرة.
Good looking attack launched by Ronaldo here. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. And there's the delivery. Well, perhaps not a high percentage chance for him.
Well, although he was always going to be second to the ball, the defender just about did enough to stop him getting a clean header there.
De Bruyne. Baggio. De Bruyne at the ready. Terrific piece of
كان هيبقى جون
anticipation.
تاريخي، اقسم بالله كان هيبقى جون تاريخي.
Mane. And a chance
أيوة
to
فان
level
دايك.
it.
الله يا
Rifled
فان
against
دايك.
the post, but
الله
back in play.
الله يا فان دايك.
Well, it was certainly a chance to get back into the game, and you have to say they're a bit unfortunate, but they do need to finish off one of these chances.
And he's clear as lines. And blocked for now.
تأخرت أنا بدي صح؟ تأخرت أنا عارف.
And a fine tackle. Okocha. Now, let's see what they can do here. But ultimately, up a cul-de-sac. Mane. Just cutting off the supply.
روح يا فرج.
A wonderful intervention. And into the
عليك
clutches of the goalkeeper.
ما احنا بنعتذر مرة تانية عن العطل اللي حصل ده، بس كان غصب عننا أكيد. احنا عايزين نلعب ونكسب.
الايجو Aspas. Mane. Well, the flag has gone up here. Offside it is.
جوان. بس عايزين نحط جوان حلوة بقى.
JJ Okocha. Okocha. And it might be.
زي ده كده بص.
Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Oh, he's really opened them up here. That's all they can conjure for now. Salah. Baggio now. Well, hardly couldn't hang on to it. Ronaldo striding forward with confidence. Iago Aspas. Well, the attack fizzled out.
هو دفاع ايه يا بص انا بعمل ايه الناحية التانية بقى.
Perfectly positioned to take it away. Couldn't hang on to it. De Bruyne. Firing it towards goal. Well, he really wants his brace.
Well, he looks so bright today. His movement has been excellent.
Delivering it. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And in the end, no damage done.
اطلع بيها بقى.
Iago Aspas. Oh, couldn't quite find his teammate.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had much less of the ball, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
And that's an important intervention. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Okocha. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. Now sending it in. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. Portu. An incisive pass. Well, disappointing end to the move. Okocha. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, it fizzled out. Okocha. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Well, a brilliantly executed free kick. So near, Stuart.
Well, he'll have practiced that time and time again. It's a fantastic bit of technique, but he just can't get it down in time.
Mane. Carrasco now, moving into the advanced position. Ronaldo. Mane. Defended well. Roberto Baggio. Breaking at pace. Okocha. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. So into the second half, hardly with the advantage, but no room for complacency. I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted to play advantage. Well, no booking comes from it, but he's going to have to tread carefully here.
Well, I think that's great refereeing. He doesn't want to be throwing card.
Well, the free kick fired too close to the goalkeeper. Carrasco. Read it superbly to take back possession. De Bruyne. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. Baggio. Superb block. Baggio. He can't hold on to it.
ضربة جزاء والله العظيم.
Vardy.
Well, I think everybody inside here expects them to score soon, especially these fans. They're driving their...
Well, diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Trying to pick out a teammate. It comes to nothing in the end. De Bruyne. Crossed into the penalty area. Well, not the best clearance.
Well, there you have it. The away team have had so much of the possession, but they've shown a real lack of creativity today. They need to be far more inventive in the final third if they're to turn things round here.
This could square the game. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, not the greatest pass, easily intercepted. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Well, it fizzled out. And into the last 30 minutes now. Well, they're on the scent of something positive, but nothing comes of it. Mane. Iago Aspas. And intercepted it. A very good tackle. Oh, that's a well-timed pass. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow.
Well, that save has kept them in this game. They now need to create one or two chances of their own.
Ronaldo. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. And a goal by Cristiano Ronaldo. So typical of him. Equaliser, 1-1. Hardly athletic in a position of menace.
ايه ده يا ابني؟ ده يا ابني بتعمل ايه؟
Possession 1.
كاوكوش.
Another perfect position to read it. Baggio. And a goal to re-establish
باتمان يا جماعة. باتمان هو السر.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here?
خلاص بقى. ايه ده؟
Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted.
Well, still behind here, but only due to some incredible goalkeeping. Surely it's only a matter of time if they keep piling on the pressure like this.
De Bruyne. Baggio. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Trying his luck from
صلاح. تجري فاردي.
Well, no damage done.
هو شكله متعلم الحركة دي جديد.
But they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. This could be the equaliser. Blocking it.
لا ما تجيش كده، مش هتحط جون كده لا.
A corner then, and with time running out, they've got to ask questions. They take it short. Oh, the threat is there.
ايه يا جماعة بتتفرجوا؟ حبايبي. Well, that's a great save. That could be the match-winning stop there.
They favoured a short one here. An effective challenge. And so into the final 5 minutes. Read it well. Able to skip past his man. Well, on the final analysis, it was good defending.
فكرة كانت حلوة.
Iago Aspas. Now Cuadrado. How can they find a late leveller? And we will have just one additional minute. Baggio. Okocha. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, Derek.
اتنين واحد بجدارة. حجازي، احمد حجازي حبيبي. كان نفسي بس حد مكان اوكوشا او حد مكان رودري يبقى احلى مسا. وفاردي جراح بس ما بيعملش حاجة، بيجري بس. الباتو الباتو محدش عايز يلعبني، كلهم خايفين مع اني اول ماتش اكسبه اصلا، خسرت كل الماتشات. مفيش حد عايز يلعبني. المفروض على اللي انا شايفه ده فرقة في المتناول المفروض.
Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And we have continuing coverage of the Champions playoffs coming right up. It's hardly athletic, up against the Dons.
Yeah, they played really well last time out, Derek. They were sharp, inventive. Today.
Llorente. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. A look at the starting 11 for Hardly Athletic. Peter Schmeichel begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Alessandro Nesta in central defence. Kevin De Bruyne plays alongside Rodri in the centre of midfield. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Well, couldn't bend his run and the flag went up. Marcos Llorente. And he read it well. And here's how it looks for Dons. Ederson gets the nod in goal. Alejandro Gomez starts alongside Marcos Llorente in the centre of the park. And leading the line today is Fernando Morientes.
حلو أكوشا بس كانت عايزة يعني علوية أقل شوية.
Gomez. Alexander Arnold. Being pressed and pressed high.
يلا أرنولد.
Baggio. Getting forward. Corner conceded. It came off the defender. Played over. Well, he didn't really trouble the keeper. To be fair, the angle was tight.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right option. It was always going to be difficult to score from there.
Carrasco. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. There's a slide rule pass. Baggio. Well, the threat was very real.
فاردي في حتة تانية، فاردي بيلعب مع فريق تاني أصلا.
Gomez. Pedro in the middle of things. Can they take the lead? Terrific block there. Committed challenge.
مش هنا رودري، مش هنا رودري،
Can they
مش
forge
هنا رودري،
ahead?
متتقطعش
They
منك هنا.
do. And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. So on with the game, and a wake-up call for Hardley, maybe. Well, strong play here. Morientes. That's a lovely ball. And it's with Pedro. In search of space. But they dealt with the threat posed. Wonderfully weighted pass. And a chance to level it. Could be. And it's a goal. Level again. What a match this is turning out to be.
البيت.
So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Playing with purpose and control. Fernando Morientes. Carrasco now. Marcos Llorente. Now what can they do from here? Well, they're keeping their opponents moving and guessing. Well, the defending not the best. And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved! Well, 2-1 it is here.
نجاسة نجاسة.
Carrasco.
أرنولد بقى، أرنولد بقى.
Pedro. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Well, that's a free kick he'll want to forget all about.
Well, just look at the reaction of his teammates. That's a real waste.
لا 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 لا.
Applying vigorous pressure. And it's with Pedro.
لا لا لا.
And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick.
غلطتين بجونين عبوطة بقى.
Today. What a performance. So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. It's a good-looking ball in behind. It's still alive. Gomez. Llorente. Clean challenge. Bodies forward and the break looks
حرام
on.
عليك يا أوكوش.
Defenders need to cover. A real opening now. And still a chance. Well, it came to nothing in the end.
As the stats show us, the visitors have had most of the play. They've passed it well, their movement's been good, and they've been well worth their lead. Could get even better here.
Can they find a gap in the defence? And a fine stop. And over comes the corner. Not all that convincing defensively. Shot blocked, but still alive. Gomez. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. High pressing at its best. Salah. And the right place to cut out the pass. Carrasco. Has eyes for goal. Well, the goalkeeper's life wasn't made quite as difficult as might have been the case. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, such is the lot of an attacking player. Some days...
باجي متألق.
The ball moving again, and the pendulum has already swung the Dons' way. So let's see how the second half pans out. And space for them here on the flank. And return to Morientes. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Breaking at pace. Okocha. Opportunity for them to get back into the game. A goal! And it's very much
البيت وهنرجع في
game on here.
النتيجة وهنكسب.
So underway once more. Hardly Athletic still behind, but they've made this a contest. This is looking threatening. Salah, very alert defending to cut off the supply. Pedro. Space afforded him. Crossing possibilities. This looks promising. And still looking for space. Teammate in support. Well, knocked on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
Baggio. Hardly Athletic looking dangerous. Rodri.
ما هو مش رودري اللي هيحط جون يعني مش هصدقك.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
بيلعب حلو قوي الجوميز.
This looks promising
Yeah.
out wide. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Well, no luck keeping possession. Morientes. And return to Pedro. Llorente. On to Pedro. Did well to win the ball back. And this might not be the ideal situation for them. Big chance.
أحسن.
And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
That's very effective, good high pressing. Baggio. Vardy. Good work from the Dons to win back possession. Well, high marks for that pass. And space to cross it. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Baggio. He's in behind. Well, fantastic reflex action. Okocha. But really sticking to their task defensively. What a shocking pass, really.
Well, still behind here, but only due to some incredible goalkeeping. Surely it's only a matter of time if they keep piling on the pressure like this.
Papu Gomez. And into the last 20 minutes. Well, that's one for them to pursue. And the keeper getting across to stop it.
يلا يا جماعة نركز يا جماعة
It's a short one.
نركز.
Pedro. Andrade. Oh, managing to beat him. Well, he has cause to be grateful to his teammate. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Well, the pass not coming
ماشي
close to
يلا
hitting the target.
يلا.
Alexander-Arnold. Salah. De Bruyne. Well, the challenge. Well, there it is. Can you believe this? From
البيت
two
هو
down,
السر.
they now find themselves level. Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Promising looking attack.
كل مرة بيعدي منك بمنتهى السهولة.
Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
Gomez. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Llorente. Here's Pedro. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been foiled. How pivotal could that be at this stage of the game?
Well, it was a good save, but that was the chance to win the game there. That could be their last opportunity.
هجمة جون بقى، حط جون بقى عشان نقهره.
That's very effective. Good high pressing. Hardly unable to retain possession. Carrasco. Splendid defending, and it needed to be.
Well, these players must be motivated. The crowd have been great. Can they now get the winner?
Papu Gomez. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. Touched onto the woodwork. Well, you just never know about chances near the end. You've got to... And just wide with a header. They cannot be separated here, and it's on to extra time. So back in business here, the first period of extra time, and it might well come down to mental fortitude. Who wants this more? And a throw-in forthcoming. And a chance to whip it in here. Morientes. Now with Pedro. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Who's going to get on the end of it? Not a time for cool heads. That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. Pedro. Very quick thinking there. Salah. Alexander-Arnold. And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner. Well, it still could be dangerous. And in the end, no damage done. Vardy. Alex Telles. Well, let's see about the cross. Oh, that's a fine save.
لو كانت دخلت كده دي.
So the corner played into the box. And a time for calm on the ball. Oh, nice ball over the top. Options in the middle. Morientes. It could be up for grabs. In it goes at the second time of asking. But the goalkeeper won't be proud of that moment. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? First period of extra time completed. 15 minutes left and then it's a penalty shootout.
الشوط الأول.
Well, extra time continues. We're into the second period now. Papu Gomez. This is Pedro. Gomez. And teammates to play it to. Well, that piece of play very easy on the eye. Morientes. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment! Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. A really intense pressure applied. Could pull one back here. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Can someone get on the end of this? A powerful effort, but not threatening the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed. Just failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. Given away by Hardley. Gomez. And it's with Pedro. Oh, off the post, still alive. He's beaten his man. Plays it back.
يعني دي بروين سبتها له.
And he takes it on. Determined block. Can they hit on the break? Excellent refereeing. Advantage in operation. A delivery from Salah here. Threatening, but a good punch by the keeper. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Pedro. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Favouring the short one. And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong...
الجوان الغريبة دي اللي هو في وسط 3-4 لعيبة وأي حاجة كده يلا جول. فين الناس اللي كانت بتتفرج؟ اوبجكت، عندنا حاجة في الاوبجكت نشوفها؟ مفيش حاجة في الاوبجكت. فاضل 3 ماتشات لازم نكسب بقى، شكلنا بقى وحش قوي يعني. يا ابني انت، يا ابني انت، عايزين نكسب. طب نغير التيشيرت نلبس ابيض، ماشي. قال يعني هي دي اللي هتكسبنا.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from the Champions playoffs. It's the Lions versus Hardly Athletic.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
A look at the starting lineup for Lions. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Renan Lodi plays with Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the fullback positions. Wilfred Ndidi starts with Phil Foden in central midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition.
Oh, big chance here, Derek.
Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, he's given us away. Okocha. Chance to finish. It must go in, surely. And a goal it is. The keeper readied up part of the equation. Well, Lions get things restarted. Swift reply required after this setback. Well, he has the measure of his man.
والله راح
So a
فين؟
corner here.
راح فين؟ ده البرج ده. فان دايك ده البرج.
It's a short one. And pulled back. Full credit. Wonderful stop.
الحمد لله.
Who can he pick out? Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. And providing width. And a goal
ايه ده يا جماعة الجوان العجيبة دي؟ ايه الجوان العجيبة دي؟
And nothing the keeper can do about
ايه
it
الجوان العجيبة دي؟
whatsoever.
ايه ده؟
So a level contest, 1-1. He's taken on his opponents here. Baggio. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Gelson Martins. Phil Foden now. Ben Yedder. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Gelson Martins. He's played us over to the near post. Keeper did his job to begin with. And the goalkeeper got there in the end.
Well, his recovery is brilliant here. So athletic.
Alex Telles has it. Vardy. Here's De Bruyne. Not the easiest of situations for the keeper. And he's fired over the corner. Just far too close to the goalkeeper. Intense pressure. The high press was very much on. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Magnificent defending.
اقطع بقى، خلص بقى.
Making amends is all part of the
ازاي
game.
يعني؟
Well, no wonder he looks relieved. That could have proved costly.
Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. He has time to play it over. Is it going to be? And he read it really well. Fine
حلو يا
save.
صلاح.
And there's the delivery. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And a goal! Just
هو ده هو ده هو ده السر.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down.
Well, there you can see it. The visitors haven't been able to control possession, but that won't bother them because when they win it in deep areas, they've got forward with pace and with numbers. It's been a great counter-attacking display.
Excellent defending.
مش كده خالص، ما مش هتيجي كده خالص.
Foden.
ولا عفياجي. وحشة باجي.
Well, the ball lost here. Promising attack this. And options in the centre. On a corner to the Lions. Let's see if they can get right back into the game.
Well,
عايزين
it's
كمان
been a
جون، بس
while, but
عايزين
these
كمان
fans are
جون
now coming to
عشان
life.
نرتاح.
Can they equalise here?
جون لينا مش فينا.
Well, no danger now.
عايزين جون لينا.
Oh, moving it nicely. Interception to snuff out the danger. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Okocha, he's in with a chance. A lovely attempt.
صلاح
The
روح
keeper
حط
committed
صلاح.
himself. Well, on the verge of hearing the half-time whistle, and they've mostly silenced the home crowd. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Well, it's been a good watch so far. Both sides have tried to play on the front foot, but they do look more threatening in the attacking areas. And in my view, they deserve to be in front.
Can he take advantage? And a goal! Cause
هو
for
ده.
celebrations again.
هو ده السر.
2 in front. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Baggio. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have 1 additional minute. Gelson Martins.
لا نخلص نخلص الشوط ده كده. صح صح
The first
كده.
half here comes to an end.
الناس اللي بيتفرجوا
Well, there's
اتمنى
a good
تكونوا
reason why
مبسوطين.
we're highlighting him.
يا رب
He's
تكونوا
really dominating in
مبسوطين. ده
attack in
بيته.
this game, Stuart.
بيته
Yeah,
صاحبي.
he's been brilliant,
جاي
hasn't he?
مخصوص
He looks
عشانكم.
such a threat every time he gets the ball. And of course, he scored a very...
So into the second half, hardly athletic, producing a sumptuous first half display. Can they repeat that in the second 45?
انت متأخر اوي ارنولد ليه كده؟
Baggio. The ball with Rodri. Baggio. Great chance to make it a
بعيدة بقى
brace,
كده بقى
but the
كده
keeper had
بعيدة.
his say.
Well, he has to get a second goal soon. He's been brilliant today.
And he's fired over the corner. And good pressure high up the pitch. A really top-notch piece of defending. De Bruyne. Hardly athletic in a position of menace. Chance to finish. Couldn't
يلا
quite
يا
hang
ارنولد.
on.
مصدقش ان الكورة معايا.
Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end.
باشا يا ابني والله.
Vardy. The ball with Rodri. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Nesta. De Bruyne now. Baggio. Well, the post got in the way.
يا ديني. يا ديني.
Can they hit on the break?
Well, I still can't believe that didn't go in. So unlucky not to score there. Cracking effort, you have to say.
Oh, what's he gone and done?
مش كده يعني. ضربة جزاء ليه يا عم؟ ضربة جزاء ليه يا عم؟ عايش يا بوب. البوب
Well, it's a
البوب
tight
البوب
call, but in the
حبيبي يا
end,
بوب.
I think he's got it right. A penalty and a yellow card.
This
يا
to
رب
get
تطلع
themselves
بره.
back into it. And the spot kick
جدع.
is converted as coolly as you like. Underway again, and we're being treated to plenty of goals. 3-2 at the moment. Renato Sanchez. Foden. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Really closing
وانا
him
كمان
down.
وسعت مني بس ارنولد سيكا هو الحلو
Oh,
في
he's given
ارنولد
us
انه
away
سيكا
inexplicably.
اتقطعت برضه وهنلبس جون بسبب السيكا اهو.
Johnson Martins. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. Neither side shy about shooting in this match. Kocha, it's a tremendous ball. What a block!
حرام والله ازاي مسكها.
It's really a very poor ball. Rodri. Alex Telles has it.
Well, this is such a good watch. Both teams have played their part in a great game with plenty of good forward play. I'm sure we'll see more goals before the end.
He's got to score! Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save.
هنكسب.
So the corner played into the box.
يلا بقى.
And never quite had the header on the target. Committed challenge. De Bruyne, and that is how to block. Johnson Martins. Ndidi. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. Routine, really.
باجي لما بيتعولق كده بيعمل حاجات غريبة.
The Lions look menacing. Sanchez takes aim. Oh, good reflexes.
ماشي.
From the keeper and the danger averted. Well, they've been frustrated for quite a while now, but these fans have suddenly come to life.
بنورك يا ابراهيم. ابراهيم ابو الهيبة. احلى مسا عليك.
Eder Militao. But he tried in vain to get himself back on side.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
Well, if only he had timed this one slightly better. Offside.
حبيبي يا هيما.
And they're on the front foot, looking for a winner near the end of this game. Salah. Baggio.
لا باجي.
Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. Tielemans. Here's Ben Yedder. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
5 minutes to go.
حبيبي يا هيما.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sweet-looking move from Lions. And Renato Sanchez with it now. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Coutinho. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Beautifully disguised ball. And there it is, a chance. The net is staring him in the face. A goal that is
هو ده
out of this
هو ده
world.
هو ده
I don't think anyone
هو ده.
expected that, not least the goalkeeper. And I have a feeling we'll be seeing that time and time again. Incredible.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Can they fashion something? They need a goal. Renato Sanchez. And threading it forward.
offside الحمد لله الحمد لله.
But the flag is raised. Offside the verdict, Stuart.
Well, he's just too eager there. It's the right run, but he's made it too early.
It's with Alex Telles. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Yes, Derek, sometimes it takes a while to eventually get the better of the opposition, and that was the case here. They kept going, and they eventually got their reward.
لايك وشير بقى كل الناس اللي بتتفرج، لايك وشير. انا حابب اشكركم طبعا، الف 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 شكر. اكتبوا كومنتات يا جماعة، اللي حابب يقول حاجة يقولها. احلى مسا عليكم كلكم. هو ده.
Chance to finish.
الناس اللي لسه داخله معانا دلوقتي، احنا بنلعب فوت شامبيون، فاضل لنا 3 ماتشات. لايك وشير بقى، لايك وشير، لايك وشير، لايك وشير. فاضل ماتشين كده. جماعة بجد شكرا 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 ليكم. اتمنى تكونوا مبسوطين، وعيد سعيد عليكم كل جميعا.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And we have continuing coverage of the Champions playoffs coming right up. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, they deserved their 3 points last time out. Can they repeat that performance today? Let's hope so. They're a very good team.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Thiago Silva plays with Angelo Ogbonna in central defence. Kevin De Bruyne starts alongside Ilkay Gundogan in central midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Must score! And foiled by Van Dijk. Vardy. Rodri. Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. But no discernible advantage, and quite rightly free kick awarded. Rodri. Well, Kevin De Bruyne, one of the complete midfield players in the modern game. Stuart, what do you expect we'll see from him this time around?
Well, the best players are the ones that can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas. He wriggles out of situations, he can find that penetrative pass, and he's such a good player when he gets the ball out of his feet and gets shots away. He could be the outstanding player today.
No let-up in the pressing department. Kevin De Bruyne. Okocha has it. He made it look simple, really.
Okocha ممل جدا.
Ziyech. Just cutting off the supply. Now hardly have possession again. Or getting the ball forward. Well, I must say he acquitted himself well under... Can he put them in front? Yes, is the emphatic answer. And you have to say...
لايك وشير لايك وشير لايك وشير.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Not accurate enough from Gundogan. And a creative look about this. Can he play it in? Gundogan. That's all they can conjure for now. Real chance. Denied by the bar. Back in play here. Well, mopping up defensively. Well-timed tackle.
Well, it was certainly a chance to get back into the game. And you have to say they're a bit unfortunate. But they do need to finish off one of these chances.
Could be. And that wasn't a million miles away. Almost the equaliser.
Well, it's not a bad effort, is it? But they've got to find a way back into this one.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in.
ماشي دي روح رياضية ولا ما تقصدش؟
It is a decent-looking attack here. Gundogan. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
بقى بالكورة بقى.
Defensive efficiency personified. And the emphasis is on creativity.
يعني بص خسران كاس عالم.
Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Pepe. And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment.
ارتحت كده خلاص. يا رب تكون ارتحت.
Well, as you can see, he just about gets that right. Some would say it's slightly lucky. I would say it's perfect placement.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. And beating the defender. Oh, he's given it away. And good pressure high up the pitch. Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like trouble in the keeper, did it?
كل مرة بعملها ببردي وبتطلع وحشة وبعملها برضه. ايه
Plenty of
طيب
forward momentum here, but can they produce? But nothing comes of it.
روح يا صلاح.
Careless in possession. No let up in the pressing department. Vardy. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Baggio.
مش كده صلاح يعني.
Gundogan. And that's an important intervention.
يا بارد يا رودري يا بارد يا بارد.
Well, they've lost the ball. The pass could do damage. Well, the threat was very real. Baggio couldn't grab hold of it. And a goal at the second time of asking, but the keeper has let his team down. So back underway, 3-1 the score. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. JJ Okocha. Useful looking ball. Now he's got to stay calm. Oh, that is extraordinary. True athleticism to make contact.
يعمل خطة يا عم، هتخوفني. يعمل يا عم خطة. لسه ان شاء الله لسه.
In that fashion, and it's one of the finest goals you're ever likely to see. Simply stunning. So the game continues, and hardly athletic, really in the mood. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Gundogan. Pepe. Is it going to be?
لا مش تاني بقى، ايه ده؟ نفس الجون بنفس اللعب بنفس الزاوية بنفس الشوطة بنفس الباور بنفس الحارس ابن مش عارف.
You can see it's a good finish. It just goes in off the post. It's perfect placement.
And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, there's a sound reason why we're focusing on. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Alexander-Arnold. Salah.
بإيده حكم وضربة جزاء حكم وكل حاجة يعني وطرد وسب وكل حاجة.
Kevin De Bruyne couldn't keep the ball. What can they do from here? Body on the line. And Salah. Splendid defending. Goal! And certainly a deflection off the defender into the back of the net.
حبيبة هيما.
And with that, the attack fizzles out. Did well to win the ball back. De Bruyne. Now with Pepe. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Vardy. Able to skip past his man. Well, he has cause to be grateful to his teammate. Baggio. And here's Vardy. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. De Bruyne. And there
هو ده.
Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. Spot on with that tackle. Kevin De Bruyne. Pepe. Well read to win possession back. He's got the right idea with that pass. Oh, it almost did the trick for them. Great defending. Reece James. And they'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. And Mohamed Salah now.
صلاح بقى
Applying vigorous
استرجل بقى
pressure.
في الملعب كده صلاح.
Vardy. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
المفروض تبقى خرم. هنعتبرها خرم. أنا هعتبره
We're
خرم.
underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago. Baggio, an authoritative challenge. Kevin De Bruyne. Well, sloppy in possession. Making progress.
حلوة نيستا.
Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Strong but fair tackle. Foden.
ايه سبتوا ليه كده؟ سبتوا ليه كده؟
And a fine stop to
كابتن
turn the
انت
ball
جوانك
away.
يعني كلها شبه بعض.
Corner awarded.
هما جونين اصلا انت ما جبتش
Put in
جوان
by De
غير
Bruyne. Well, it has come to nothing.
يلا بينا.
And he's through here. It's got to be. And a goal! A significant deflection, and no wonder the goalkeeper is looking up at the sky in disbelief. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Well, the final whistle approaching, and this has certainly been an away day to remember. Stuart, your assessment.
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Well, he has the measure of his opponent. Safe pair of hands, did his job. 10 minutes to go. An effective challenge.
صلاح بتلعب ثرو يعني
Through to the keeper.
وحش جدا.
In danger of giving it away.
اتفرج يا عم بص الولد بيعمل ايه.
Marvelous
سيبه
piece of
بقى
skill.
سيبه.
Well, goalkeeping adventurism here. Okocha. Oh, surely. And fired against the crossbar. Alex Telles. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. And continues his run. And that's fantastic goalkeeping to get across and deal with the danger. And he'll go back and hand out a yellow card here.
Yeah, he was always going to go back for that challenge. It was a poor one, you have to say.
It's a short one. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Okocha. Will he play it in? Useful ball to the near post. Well, they couldn't quite muster a real threat. The high press was on, and that's a and a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop it today.
الحمد لله يا عم
So the
الماتش خلاص على
referee
كده.
blows for full
الحمد
time,
لله.
and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
فاضل ماتش.
Deserves
شاء الله
credit for
نتأهل.
winning the ball back.
ان شاء الله نتأهل. حبيبي يا بوب، حبيبي يا بوب. حبيبي يا بوب، احلى مسا عليك. يلا اخر ماتش ان شاء الله هنتأهل ان شاء الله. يا جماعة البيتو هو السر. البيتو هو السر.
Hello everyone and welcome. What we can't complain about today is the weather. Absolutely perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me as usual is Stuart Robson. And
بيبي
what
ده
we have
ارزل
coming
لاعب
up
في
for
اللعبة
you
كلها
is
بصراحة.
dramatic final day action in the playoffs. It's hardly athletic versus the Black Cats.
Well, this is it, Derek. A good performance here, and they're through. If they can just defend well all over the pitch, I think their technical players will win the game for them. This will be a tough game, though.
Possession recovered by Zanetti.
ينشلها في رجله.
He's lost it. Well, just as well from the defensive point of view that he was able to make that interception. Well, making high pressing work for them here. No way through. Felipe Anderson. Well, he put the cross into the right place, but no one able to finish it off. Now hardly have it once again.
يلا فاردي روح
Well, it
فاردي.
certainly is a big
روح
day
فاردي.
for him as he brings up the half-century mark in terms of appearances for the club, Stuart. Oh, it was a close run thing,
ريتك
but the
ما رحت
goalkeeper
فاردي.
just got there first. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Oh, managing to beat him and played in. A decisive clearance it was. Felipe Anderson. Cole. Going for the dink. Oh, it's just
Alhamdulillah.
over. So unlucky.
Well, it's a cheeky attempt, but it just doesn't come down in time.
Alexander-Arnold. Kevin De Bruyne. Read it well. Mbappe.
حلوة حلوة عشان لو عدت كان هيبقى جون مسخرة بصراحة.
Nicely timed tackle.
يا حكم.
Kevin De Bruyne couldn't keep the ball.
ايه ده حكم ده؟
Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. And unable to keep the ball. Well, that would be straightforward for any keeper. Delightful pass. Well, the danger is still there. And problem solved for now. Joe Cole. Mbappe. And space for the cross. Well, no danger now. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss.
ايه يا عم؟
Well, how close was that? Inches
يا عم
away.
حلوة يا عم.
Possession one. Mbappe. That's not a bad ball.
حلوة.
Oh, tremendous
حلوة.
goal. Technical
الجون ده فيا
excellence
مش
to
ليا
finish that
بس
one
حلوة.
off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. So on with the game, and a wake-up call for Hardley, maybe. Not the best challenge, free kick. And going short with it. Vieira, super tackle there. It's looking promising.
الحمد
Well, a
لله
powerful
الحمد
effort,
لله
but just
الحمد
wide.
لله. دي بركة دعائك يا عم.
Well, being
أنا
pressed
مش عارف
here.
بعمل ايه.
Good pressure. Can they make something of this?
مش عارف بعمل ايه
Well,
بس
not the
الحمد لله
easiest of
برضه.
saves, but you'd expect him to stop it. Well, opting for the short corner. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Can they hit on the break? Defenders need to cover. Oh, big chance. There it is. And he could scarcely have had an easier finish. So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Baggio won it back. He read the situation defensively and did his job. They've given it away. A deft clearance.
يا
The
صلاح.
Black Cats regaining possession. Mbappe. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Cole. Well, not cleared away completely. Oh, what's he gone and done? And Mohamed Salah now.
يا صلاح.
Nothing comes of it. So nearly at half-time.
Oh, big moment here, Derek.
A mischievous effort. Well, to think he only had the keeper to beat. Couldn't take the opportunity. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive
أيوة
judgment.
صلاح.
Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. Terrier. Mbappe. And the cross goes in. And using his... Vieira. There it is. 2 to the good now. And that gives them a buffer. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's putting in a really...
هو قرار غريب ان فاردي يلعب هنا وكوشا على الطرف بس ماشي.
So back underway, and there can be no sugarcoating it. There was a huge gulf between the sides in the first half, but we see a response from Hardley in the second. De Bruyne. On the ball, Alessandro Nesta. Vardy. Patient build-up at the moment. And space to attack. Options in the middle. A cross there that was decidedly ordinary. And still dangerous. And up for grabs off the keeper. And it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry. Back with the action then. The Black Cats in control. It's turning into a real trouncing. So it's going to be a goal kick here. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. They couldn't maintain possession.
حرام بصراحة.
And on to Cantona. And this situation could be dangerous. Able to get a body in the way. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Oh, that is a moment of pure quality. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over. So the current scoreline, 4-2. A really sumptuous ball. Oh, but he's done brilliantly to cut it out. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Oh, excellent diving stop.
Hello, Schmeichel. Hello, Schmeichel. Take بقى.
Keen to take it short here. Possession given away, unfortunately. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Can they take advantage? And the keeper will happily collect that one. Not all that convincing defensively. Oh, managing to beat him. Just failing to hit the target. Good effort, though. It's the Black Cats' turn now. Promising attack, this.
Oh, is he going to be punished here?
لا ما هو مش كده بقى، مش جوان كلها كده بقى. يا عم وكوشة بتعمل ايه يا عم؟
A real opening now. Oh, and he didn't miss.
يا جماعة آخر ماتش آخر ماتش آخر ماتش. يلا باتمان باتو.
Yes, by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
So making the substitution now. Kevin De Bruyne. Salah.
صلاح لا صلاح. صلاح انت لو بتلعب في المقاولين مش هترمي ثرو زي ده.
20 minutes remaining. The Black Cats moving the ball around more than decently. Went in strongly, decisively. Ljungberg, and he's made headway. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
يا جدعان ما تقطعوا الكورة في ايه يا عم؟ اقطع الكورة يا عم.
Well, the attack finally comes to nothing, and the keeper has it. Baggio. Looking confident with the ball at his feet, but ultimately up a cul-de-sac. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. They need to get bodies back. Oh, a moment of pure class! Unbridled joy for him and the supporters. Well, we're underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago. Vieira.
تخبط وتروح له، تخبط وتروح له. يا جدعان ده ايه ده؟ تخبط وتروح.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he caught it so well. He's unfortunate.
Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Skipping away. And a really fine piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right decision. Easy save in the end.
Eccentric goalkeeping. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Virgil van Dijk. De Bruyne now. And just 5 minutes remaining. And he's in. Can he finish? There it is. And he could scarcely have had an easier finish. Well, if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. Baggio. Superbly cut out by Cannavaro. Vardy. Here's De Bruyne. Careless in possession. This looks threatening. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. De Bruyne. He's given it straight to the opposition. And that will do it for this game. The referee blows for full time, and a horrible result from their point of view.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a real blow for them. They just didn't have enough today. Their passing was sloppy, the movement too predictable, and they lacked energy. It's a real shame.
Mbappe. That's not a bad ball.
يا جماعة انا خلصت الستريم النهارده، طبعا ما وصلناش ما تأهلناش، بس لعبنا شوية حلوين. اتمنى تكونوا اتبسطتوا، انا اتبسطت، يا ريت تكونوا اتبسطتوا، وعيد سعيد عليكم جميعا. وان شاء الله بكره هنستريم تاني واتمنى دعمكم بقى، لايك وشير وكل الحاجات اللي انتوا عارفينها. باي باي، ده البيتو بيسلم عليكم، ان شاء الله اشوفكم بكره.